With the recent increase in G League popularity, players like McClung, Jello, and even Zaire Wade have an insane opportunity to gain support from fans and prove why they deserve a spot in the NBA. Now, McClung, of course, being the most popular or one of the most popular out of these players, has just signed an official NBA contract and is leaving the Lakers. Now, this news hit late last night, but McClung has actually signed a 10-day hardship deal with the Chicago Bulls. Yes, he is leaving the Lakers, and I think it's about that time. Now, McClung is averaging 19.6 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, and around 6 assists, playing 31.7 minutes per game over 13 games for the South Bay Lakers. Now, some didn't even believe this news when it dropped, but Adrian Wojnarowski actually posted a tweet that said the Chicago Bulls are signing guard McClung to a 10-day hardship deal, sources tell The Athletic in the stadium. McClung went to training camp with the Lakers and has played for their G League South Bay affiliate. Now, that's clear the news is from a credible source, and I think this is excellent news for any McClung fans. Now, the majority of people first have heard about McClung from where? Of course, his viral mixtapes. Now, McClung is highly considered the Caruso 2.0 in the way his athleticism, how he moves on the court, and just his overall game and presence on the floor, I think is unmatched compared to a lot of these other players in the G League, and is really obvious why this dude is actually finally getting another shot to play in the official NBA team. Now, the points that Mac is averaging clearly show how good of a player he is, but I think the biggest problem with Mac even playing for the Lakers was the opportunity for growth and development. Now, of course, Mac playing on the G League is one thing. Yes, he can hoop there. He's going to get playing time. He was averaging about 30 minutes per game, but think about the long-term growth. Is Mac really going to be able to move up and play for the Lakers squad? Well, it's tough. When you have players like Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and a lot of these superstars on a team, it's going to be tough for you coming in as a guy who didn't even get drafted to come and play and try to compete with these NBA veterans who have been in the league for such a long time. And I really think the opportunity was not there on the Lakers for Mac to really make it out. But on the other hand, if you take a look at the Bulls, one of the biggest reasons Mac is actually getting placed on this squad and has actually signed this contract is because, number one, the Bulls have a lot of injuries, and I think this is an opportunity that Mac can come in and he needs to capitalize and make his name known in the NBA. Now, what no one is noticing about McClung is how much he's actually changed his game and pivoted it from high school to even college and going to the NBA. Now, number one, of course, coming into high school, Mac was the flashy guy who could put the ball in the basket. Now, what's crazy is Mac wasn't even a 5-star recruit in high school. Most likely, he was only at most a 3-star recruit and didn't even have offers from that many schools. Now, Georgetown actually took a chance on Mac, and I think personally all of the mixtapes, the clout that he had on social media played a huge factor into this. Now, McClung took this opportunity. He played the best that he could at Georgetown, but things ultimately did not work out for him there, and he decided to transfer to Texas Tech, where he believed he would have an opportunity to grow and shine a lot more. And after that, you guys know the rest is history, because McClung was honestly one of the best players that played for Texas Tech when he was there. He was averaging a ton of points when he was hooping, and he was the guy to knock down big shots and was really given the freedom to run the offense as he would like. Now, moving to the NBA, a lot of people had questions if McClung, one, would even get drafted, or two, even if he had the talent necessary to really play in the NBA. Again, this dude is just a guy from Virginia, and number one, he is not a true point guard. McClung barely averaged any assists when he was in college, which made a lot of people skeptical if his game could really transfer to the next level. Now, in order to make your game truly transfer and be able to be a solid contributor in the NBA, the number one thing you have to do is change your mentality, change your focus, and work on your weaknesses to make sure you're ready to play at the next level. And this is what Mac McClung did. Now, some people even were skeptical of Mac's three-point shot as well, and Mac really focused on shooting, working on his game, passing the ball, and when he finally made that transition, playing for the NBA and even the G League, it's clear that this dude is ready to play in the NBA, and it's about time that he got this call to step up and show what he's made of. Now, Mac McClung's athleticism is one of his most interesting and insane parts of his game. This dude can jump with the best of them, and I think this can only help him at the next level. Now, of course, one of the most interesting things again about Mac McClung is his height. Now, if you guys take a look at his height, this dude is 6'2" at max, and being that tall can definitely make it difficult to play in the NBA because, again, you have to use something else besides your height to be able to impact the game. And I think number one, Mac being able to increase his assists, pass, and get his teammates involved is one of the most important factors and clearly shows how he matured over time and is really truly understanding the game of basketball. Whenever we talk about high school mixtapes and younger hoopers, a lot of times you guys notice all they care about is scoring. The Mikey Williams, the Trayvon Duvals, a ton of these hoopers only care about scoring, and that's fine for the time being, but if you're able to pivot your game and understand that the NBA, you're gonna have scorers that are much better than you, and you just have to deal with it and be able to maneuver correctly, I think that clearly shows that you know the game of basketball and you're truly committed to getting better each and every day, and that's what Mac McClung has done. Now, calling Mac an underdog is really an understatement at this point. No one thought this dude would even be able to play in college basketball, being that he was 6'2" and from a city where no one really knows about. And in addition to that, a lot of people have been stating his race is playing a factor in the game of basketball, but that's really something for you to decide. Some people believe that because he's white, he's discredited and doesn't always get the attention and the type of credit he truly deserves. But I think this is an opportunity, regardless of race, creed, whatever, for Mac to really show, can he hang with the best of them in the NBA? Is he ready to go out there and dominate and show what he's made of, get assists, knock down jump shots, do what he can do on the court and know what he's made of? Is Mac truly ready? Well, that's truly for you to decide. Now, clicking the video on the screen would help my channel a ton, and this is LNH bringing you the best basketball content on YouTube. Alright, it's LNH and I'm out.